Hey guys, so it's me, Kiani. In today's video, I'm back with my next installment to my fall makeup series. I'll be sharing with you how I created this look. She is full on glam this morning, honey. This is one of the looks that I created when I was in Chicago this weekend. So checking this off my list because I had several requests on how to create this look. So if you were one of those that requested this video, big shout out to you. Thank you so much for the request. All the products and the brushes will be linked in the description box. But just by chance you're liking this look and it's a little bit more warm tone for you and you're one of my cool tone gals, there's another video that will be linked in the description box as well, showing you how I create a similar look with the Stila palette by Stilazzi. So check the description box for all the additional details. This unit, the makeup, the brushes, everything will be linked in the description box for your convenience. And without further ado, if you want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. Alright guys, let's get started. Of course, I'm going to spray my face with my Badescu spray. The spray is infused with chamomile and lavender, and can I tell you, it feels like an amazing refresher for the skin. Next, I'm going to exfoliate my skin with my Idealist Skin Refinisher, of course by Estee Lauder. Pore minimizing serum that really keeps my skin textured less. And of course, I'm just obsessed with it. Now I'm going to move into my Advanced Night Repairs serum. Yes, I'm using this during the day because this is my holy grail item. I swear to you, I think this serum is the fountain of youth. Next, we have to moisturize the skin. I'm using my Resilience Lift Moisturizer, also by Estee Lauder. This has elastin and collagen boosters in it, and when I tell you this makes my skin look and feel dewy, I'm obsessed. And of course, we can't forget the lips. This is a new lip balm that I'm using by Lauder. Obsessed with it. I love to put this on before my makeup because then it has time to penetrate. Let's move into brows. I'm grabbing my Smokey Quartz. This is the Borderline Gel Liner by Stilazzi and my flat liner brush, and creating a very full yet wearable eyebrow. Not an Instagrammable brow, very, very wearable, and you'll see how creamy this liner is. It does double as so many different products that it is definitely a part of my makeup routine. And as fast as I'm going right now, it really does seem like I go from no brow to full brow. Let's go into under eye area. I'm moving into my lower brow area just to highlight that brow with my It's You concealer. I am obsessed with this concealer. If you haven't heard me say it before, I'm obsessed with this concealer because it's very inexpensive. I love the color range and I love how smooth it is, and best of all, it does work. It does remove the veininess from my lid and it preps my lids for eyeshadow. You'll see that I've switched into how I'm starting my makeup now because I'm so obsessed with enhancing my eyes. And yeah, so I've started to do eyes first. Just by doing eyes first, I think it really does allow my skin to absorb the moisturizer and skincare better. So yep, that's basically why I've started to do that. But you'll see that I'm just blending in this concealer and I'm going to leave it wet, so it allows the concealer to act as an eyeshadow primer. You'll see next I'm going into Cognac and Desert Sun and a crease blender brush by Stilazzi. It's a natural hair brush that really does distribute a lot of product, and it allows you to work in those eyeshadows into that concealer so they almost formulate as one. And now I'm going to grab my next favorite shade. This is called Why Not. It's again out of the Spellbound palette. It's a beautiful crimson merlot shade that really does distribute a beautiful transition shade for those of us that love warm tones. Again, you're going to work that eyeshadow backwards and forwards. If you see that it's skipping, that means either you did not lay the Cognac and Desert Sun down as good as you should have, so just learn from that mistake and move on. Next, you're going to see that I'm grabbing a shade called Chocolatier, and I'm also cleaning a brush with my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, and I'm going directly back into my Stellar palette, or sorry, the Spellbound palette. I'm using a shade right now called Hot Springs again, and I've switched over to a precision crease blender brush. It's a little bit smaller than the crease blender brush, but it does allow you to blend in those eyeshadows, and you'll see that there's no skipping. The eyeshadow does lay very, very nice. Next, I'm moving into another concealer, again by Sistar Cosmetics. It's the It's You Ivory. So I've switched over to the ivory shade because now I want to make sure that I get a lot of impact from the shadows I'm placing next. Hence, the cut crease is going to really allow me to apply a lot of different colors there. It's going to allow them to pop. It also allows me to open up my almond shaped eye. This is a look that I've really been getting a lot of requests for, and I appreciate those of you that have requested it. So I'm going to pop on Rage. and I'm going to pop on Miami Mama, and then I'm going to move into Skinny Dip. So yes, I've put 3 different shades in addition to 3 different transition shades. So this is how you get those Instagrammable looks, but I'm a little bit older. I don't really care about the Instagram looks. I really like more so making my eye that's starting to be a little bit more droopy look a little bit more awake, which is why I've gone back to this technique. But I'm going to say more so modernized it for me because I want it to look very, very wearable. Glamorous, yet again, very wearable, if you get what I'm saying. I'm going to go ahead and apply my wing because the wing makes everything look better, and I always show this in my videos because I mark both of my eyes before I go ahead and complete the wing. By marking the eye, that means that your wings are always going to be even. If not, you need to clean it up before you get started on the other eye or before you complete the wing, because that's when it gets really, really messy. I am using a NYX liner only because the brush is super duper precision, and you'll see that I'm going into my Mora facial cleansing tissues just to clean up that edge. Now, this is what I get the most requests for. I'm using the glitters by Stila. They come in so many different colors. What I will say, when you're purchasing these, you want to buy the colors that emulate the eyeshadow that you are applying. I don't think that these are standalone glitters because they will slip on you, but by having shadows underneath them, it stabilizes, i.e. putting powder on something liquid stabilizes it, same concept. And I am using 2 different ones because it gives more of an imitation on the work that I've already done with the cut crease. You want to coat your lashes really, really densely and then pop on your favorite lashes. Here I am wearing my Dolled Up lashes by Stilazzi. I tell you, they are my favorite lash. They really do wear nicely, and I can probably get about 10 wears out of these lashes. Next, I'm going to cover up the dark circles underneath my eye. I'm using a color corrector by Decay. And of course, my moisturizer is really, really playing up this concealer because my skin looks nice and dewy. So we're using the NYX. This is the Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer or foundation. I'm using the shade called Camel, and there is another video that will be linked in the description box because it does show you why I love this foundation so much. But you'll see that I've switched from using a beauty blender to using a flat kabuki brush by Stilazzi. This does give me the best foundation application. I can pack the foundation where I need it, and I can blend it out where I don't need as much. It makes the foundation wear so super duper nice. It makes sure that the skin looks really, really flawless. And of course, I'm going to go into contouring. And I will say that I normally set my under eye area first, and I go ahead and do my concealer, but I forgot to do it, so I'm going back now. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer underneath the eye area and just create a little bit of brightness. And I am working this into my contour highlight routine as well. So you'll notice, if you've been following me for a little while, I am using a lot less of this concealer, but I want to say mainly because the NYX foundation is so good with covering the makeup or any imperfections that I only need a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape when I'm using this foundation. So I'm just going to blend that out again with a damp beauty sponge. I also have some what I call beauty blenders on a stick that I use with Stilazzi. I'll be showing that in some upcoming videos. Just stay tuned. I am using my RCMA no color powder just to lightly set underneath my eye area, and I am using a contour brush by Stilazzi. This is the strobe brush, the L307. Again, another natural hair brush. I'm obsessed with it because it does not streak my contour. Everything blends in super duper nice. It doesn't pick it up. It just really allows me to buff it. And you saw how intense that foundation was that I'm using as concealer. It's by Glamorous Chicks Cosmetics. Super intense, super duper creamy, but you'll see that this brush does just blend everything out. And of course, I'm going to finish it again with that kabuki brush by Stilazzi. Now you'll see that my Bahamas palette is ruined on the outside, but on the inside, honey, all of the good is still there. I'm going to go into the shade called Tropics. I'm obsessed with this color. It's a beautiful peachy pink that really does mimic a baby doll. I'm going to grab some rum punch, and I'm just going to highlight that cheekbone area. Now, I don't know about you guys, but honey, nothing says alive and living your best life other than than foundation, and putting a little bit of highlight and contour on top of wet foundation. I'm obsessed with this technique. Now I'm going to grab my Cozzette. This is the medium contour palette, and just chisel that cheek out. And if you notice, I have not changed brushes by doing that, because that is a dual-ended brush. I am going to go ahead and spray my face again with my Mario Badescu spray, and I'm just going to pack everything in before I do a finishing powder. Sometimes I will do the finishing powder before I spray the spray, but I wanted to make sure that I got everything all nice and flat. And now I'm just doing a light dusting of my Cozzette finishing powder. This is the G6. Now let's finish up this lower lash line. I've done everything that needs to be done wet first, and then I'm going to use again another borderline gel liner by Stilazzi. This shade is called Sapphire. It is the prettiest blue I've ever worked with. It is so intense, and best of all, it stays put. I'm going ahead and finishing up that lower lash line using my Tarte mascara. And then let's go ahead and go into a red lip. This is a matte lip, and it's called Mama Morticia. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of a lip sheer on top, again by Stilazzi in Fortune Teller. I'm obsessed with this combination. We get a lot of requests for this combination on the road, and my lips do look very, very healthy. So those of us that love a matte lip, honey, Stilazzi has some new matte lips for you. So there you have the final result. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this video. Give it 2 thumbs up. Comment down below on any other tutorials you would like to see in this fall series. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.